have you ever wondered why you're still using the RSI, but you're still losing, you're continually losing money? Well, that's because most of the settings of the RSI don't work. The overbought and the oversold don't work, right? And I hate to break this to you because I'm sure that 80% of everyone who uses the RSI uses the overbought and the oversold levels. These are the levels that I use, but let me just change these settings so that I show you why those overbought and those oversold levels don't work, right? So most of you are using the RSI period 14, right? And you are using what? This you are using 30, 50, and what? And 70. Oh, it's 70, not 170. Right, then over here, this is our what? Oversold. Some call it oversold, some call label it buy, whatever you call it. But this one is what? Overbought. Overbought. So I'm going to show you exactly why these levels don't work and why you keep on losing money, because yeah, you keep on losing money until you get this through your thick skull. Right. So over here, right, I've put two pixels over here so that it becomes a little bit what easier for you to what for easier for you to see. Right. So over here, so the basic idea behind the overbought and oversold levels is that when the market comes pulls back to these levels, so let's say the market pulls to what to the over, let's say the market goes to the what to the oversold level over here, right? We are going to anticipate what this buys over here, right? So you are going to be entering when the RSI pulls back to this region over here, and there's a little bit of a candlestick confirmation, blah blah blah. But guess what? The market is in a downtrend, and they are entering for your buys. You want to catch the sniper? Well, you'll be a hero for everyone who's selling, right? So you will be giving money to everyone who's selling, right? So over here, all these points, you're entering for your what? For your buys, right? So this point over here, you entered for your buy, and as you can see, you just went a little bit in profit, then the market continued down, right? Over here again, it's oversold, and you see, as you can see, it's just flat, it's just a consolidation, right? And the market continued going down. And over here again, you buy, same thing, a little bit of profit, then you continue going down. So these overbought and oversold levels clearly don't work, right? So because you are going against the trend, right? So how I like to see these overbought and oversold levels is that if the market is playing what below these levels over here, if it's playing over at the around the level 50 going down, right? It's around playing around the level 50 and going down, the market is just in a downtrend. It's in a pure downtrend. So whenever the market reaches the oversold levels over here, I will know that the market is in a true trend, right? It's surely trending, right? Unlike when the market is ranging between the level 70 and the level 60, right? So if it's playing below the level 50, going below, right? I know that that's a true trend. It's not oversold, right? So if you're looking for those oversold levels, then good luck trying to make profit, because you keep on losing, right? So you are clearly trading against the trend, and we all know that the trend is your friend. You have to flow with the trend, right? You are not a fish that goes against the current. Are you stupid? You have to follow the trend, right? So over here, these levels clearly don't work, right? So I'm going to show you the levels that really work, right? So over here, yeah, we have reached our oversold levels, our overbought levels, right? We want to sell, right? Guess what? Over here, we just pull back a little bit, and then we continue going up. Here again, let's select, just take my pencil. Over here, you sell, you continue going up, reach our oversold level, our overbought levels again, you sell a little bit, we continue, and the same thing just repeats itself. Instead of you just following the trend and going where the trend is, you want to be the hero, and you lose your money giving it to those buyers or sellers who are still trading with the trade, right? So these levels don't work. Get that through your thick skull. It's not thick, by the way. It's just a phrase. It's just a, or what do you call them? Whatever. Right, so right over here, let me just show you the settings that I use. Right, I don't like the RSI period 14. It takes too fast for me. Right, I want the RSI period 21. It's all like a little bit slower. Right, so here I'm going to install the levels 40, right, and the levels 60 over here. Then this I'm going to label still buying. This one is still selling, and this one is still buying. Right, so what this clearly means, still selling. Oh, I left an L there. Still buying. Oh, why don't you remind me, you guys? Still buying, right? So yeah, now those are the levels. You can also set this up on your phone, right? And that's how you set it. Then let's click done. Right, so That's what we want to see over here, right? So over here, right, when we are looking forward for our selling opportunities, right? So as you can see over here, these are over both level, oversold levels over here. So guess what? You are looking for buy setups where the market is clearly in a downtrend. Well, you'll be an example for others, right? I don't know. Personally, I don't like being an example for others. Whenever that statement was made, most of the times it's usually not very good, right? So over here, what are we looking for? What are we looking at? Right. So when the market is breaking structure to the downside, right? So like this example over here, breaking structure, creating what lower lows and going down, right? So market is clearly what in a downtrend, right? So when the market is in a downtrend, usually it plays at most when it's going up, it goes at to the level what the level 60 and respects it or slightly breaks it a little bit, then continues going down. But if it comes and starts ranging above the level 60, then know that sell trend, that bearish trend has been broken, right? The market is likely going to what to buy, or you're just not going to be entering. You're just not going to be looking forward for entries, right? So over here, when the market right over here, let me use my crosshair. When the market pulls back to that level over here, level 60, you anticipate that the market is going to what is going to sell, but you don't enter yet because you have to wait for your candlestick confirmations, and you also have to install your trend lines, right? So right over here, we know that we're in a downtrend because we broke structure to the downside, and the moving average is crossed forward for a sell over here, and the RSI, as long as if it hasn't broken past the level 60, to me, I'm still selling. To me, I'm still selling. To me, right? By the way, right? So when you are selling, the areas that you want to look for entries is around the level 50 and the level 60. Those are the two areas that we will be looking when you are when you are selling, right? And when you are in a bullish trend, when you are buying, the levels that we like to look at are the level 40 and the level 50, right? So the 50 is in the middle here. It can you can use it for both selling and buying, but the 40 and the 60, those are the distinctive. There's their own setting. Those have their own distinctive what purposes, right? So over here, market pulls back over there, right? As long as if it hasn't broken past, I'm not going. Even if it is broken past the moving averages, I'm not scared. Why? Because I still know that the market still has a chance to go down, and I'm not yet even in that trade. So there's nothing to be scared of, right? So over here, you draw maybe your trend line, right? When the market breaks over here, retest, I enter gladly knowing that as long as if the market hasn't broken past that point, past the 60 level, I'm still in my clear downtrend, right? So you just have to be looking for other other confirmations. Maybe you're using your moving averages to enter, or you are using zone flips, or you're using order blocks. All these strategies are on my channel, by the way, right? So whatever strategy that you're using, right? As long as if the RSI hasn't broken past the level 60, you are still going to be using them for your entries, right? So over here, we pull back to our 50 moving average. We also have a zone flip and an order block somewhere over here, right? So it's just further confirmation, right? Even if the market was over, what do you call it? Over sold over here, right? It doesn't mean you have to look for your buy opportunities. It just clearly means that the market is trending downwards, right? So it just means that the market still has a lot of momentum, right? So over here, RSI is at the level 50, the market is at the level 50 again, right? So over here, at the level 50, it respects it. Usually when the RSI is around the level 50, the market is also around the level 50 in that position at that time. Right? So over here, level 50, keep on going what? Keep on going down. Level 50, we keep on going down, right? So when the market comes over here, right, as you can see over here, the market is in breaking past the level 40, which means, yeah, the trend is slightly slowing down, right? There's no, the momentum, the downward momentum is slowing down because the market is not what, the candlesticks are not breaking, the RSI is not breaking the level 40, right? And as you can see, we start breaking a little bit up to the level what, past the level 60, which means now we are in a buy setup, we are in a buy trend, right? So over here, even before even the moving average is crossed, we start seeing that we are in a what, in a buying trend when the RSI breaks this and breaks it again without going below the level 40 over here, right? So it means that the downward trend is dead, right? This doesn't have enough momentum yet, or it's already dead, right? Now we're looking for entries when the what, when the RSI pulls back to the levels 50 or the levels 40, because now we are what, we are buying, by the way, right? So over here, The RSI is at the level 50, with the moving average, with the candlesticks at the moving average, level 50. You enter your trades, and it's just as simple as that. You keep on entering, respect the level 40, you enter, respect the level 40, you enter, and you are sitting on your 200 moving average, right? So the market just needs those simple concepts that you think are a little bit hard, and you'll be able to make lots of profit, right? So over here, when you start breaking what past the 40 point, we know that we're in a downtrend again, right? So we're looking at the levels 50 and the level 60, and as long as they are being respected over here, as you can see, you keep on getting what those entries, but you don't have to enter all these strategies on their own. I encourage that you use either order blocks or zone flips, and if you don't know about those, then I suggest you watch these videos next.